All right, so welcome you guys once again. I want to record this session so that those that are not with us can get the recorded session. All right, if you can see my screen and if you can hear me, drop a fire emoji on the chat box if you can see my screen and also if you can hear me. Okay, so let's go. Oh wow, let's go. Okay, you can see my screen. At the same time, you can also hear me. So let's go. Mhm, mhm. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Yeah. Let's go make the money. So let's start from the DXY. From the DXY. Remember from our monthly time frame, what I've been saying all this while, like we had this, yeah, like I said, from the monthly time frame, we had this bad boy here, okay, and this area is a very nice demand and supply region where we're looking to get good trade entries from, right? Okay, so we're still hoping the price gets to that monthly demand and supply, and also which aligns with our weekly imbalance, right? So I could be saying it, and I've been saying that I'm actually very bearish on this bad boy, right? Very bearish, still bearish on this bad boy until it gets to the weekly imbalance, like I've been preaching. Okay, so yesterday we also saw that massive push down from the CPI news. Okay, but right now we're still not getting that push into that imbalance, which I'm anticipating. Okay, so moving down to the daily time frame. Let's take out all these bad boys. So now looking at this, yesterday, like I said, we had this established range, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and yesterday I was saying, okay, since we've not gotten into, it's not just below this guy's on a very lower high, but since it has actually given us that 50% retracement, then it makes sense if you are looking at selling down into this what imbalance. You can see daily liquidity, daily liquidity, right? And let's see if we can get price into this imbalance. So how do we do that? Let's scale down. Let's scale down. 4 hours, 4 hours time frame. Okay. So now let me take out this session. Sorry, let me take out this bad boy session. Okay. So now another established range. Keep going. Top range. Then as at the time I'm marking this chart, so at this time this is the down range. It's possible this guy comes down more, but at the time I'm marking this chart, 10:08 a.m. at this point in time, we are having this region here as a down range. All right. Sorry, excuse me, folks. So at this time, at the time I'm marking this chart, 10:09 a.m., we have this region here as our downrange, right? So now this was the weekly open, right? And for me, we have this, you can see we have this big imbalance like above, right? We have this big imbalance above, big imbalance above. Okay, so we have this big imbalance above, and at the same time we have this liquidity resting here, right? So let's scale down lower. Let's keep going. 1 hour time frame. You can see that liquidity, right? Yeah. So let's keep going. Let's see 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes. This begins to make sense, right? Begins to make sense. We have this huge imbalance here. Okay, here being our top range, here being our down range. I want to see if we can actually get something like sort of a BOS here on a lower time frame. So let's see. Okay, although there's no BOS around this region, but I think I'm already seeing something like an established range from here, down range, top range. Let's go on to 5 minutes time frame. Let's see. All right, let's go. So on 5 minutes time frame, well, I'm seeing this though. On the 5 minutes, this is what I'm seeing. Like we have this, you can see that tiny imbalance that price is currently at. This imbalance that's price currently at. Okay, and right, we have this BOS already. And that BOS. Okay, so what am I anticipating? Well, we have liquidities here, right? We have this liquidity, isn't it? Resting above. We also have liquidity resting below on the daily time frame. So farms we have all these guys here, and well. Those guys are actually Asian sessions, Asian highs. Okay, so what am I anticipating? I'm anticipating that we can probably have a play from here. Okay, this is TGXY, right? So and we have here as our potential region of for invalidation, and yeah, for me, I think that's what I'm looking at. For me, since I'm looking at prices coming into this imbalance, like we are currently, and probably we should have some. Maybe let's see if we can get an accumulation on 1 minute time frame. So let's go to EU. Let's see what EU will do. Let's see what EU is currently doing in that region. Same bias for me. Same thing for me. So you can see it now clearer that we have some sort of BOS here also on EU. Not really clear, but well, not really clear, but I won't say that's not a BOS. Okay, that's a BOS. Okay, price came back, give us that's liquidity. That's liquid, very liquid. High. Okay, so here we also have this. If we are to trade this bad boy, I think we probably might just use the DXY to do it because of here you can see that imbalance. Price just tapped that imbalance. So what we can do, let's wait for a BOS farms. This is what I'm looking at. Let's do this. Let's look at price closing below this bad boy. Okay. Let's look at this price closing below. Alright. So if price does close below this bad boy, then we can actually take price, can actually take entries, right? If you're with me, drop a one on the chart. If you're with me, drop a 111 on the chart. If you agree with what I just said, and if not, you can drop it 2 Okay, so you can see liquidity below, right? And so that's what I'm looking at for farms. Okay, I want to see if I can actually get price back into this region here. Probably this imbalance. Let's see if price can give us accumulations at this imbalance. Okay. So I think that's where I'm up for farms. Yeah. Okay. So bad boy GU. Okay, bad boy GU. I think I already marked this guy out. It's clearer here on GU, right? What I'm just waiting for is this. I want to see price like give me that rally into this imbalance, just like we had um on EU. I want to see, yeah, I want to see something like that, something like price coming into this imbalance, giving us a distribution, then we go down. For me, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. Mhm. There's forms today, farms. Remember that. There's forms. There's forms today. Well, USD card. Not really seeing anything clear though. Not seeing anything clear. Let's see. 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 I'm skeptical about this bad boys here. Like these bad boys. Are they equal those? Are they equal those? Not really. Not really. Not really. Not really. Not really. So what am I anticipating? What am I anticipating? Let's go. Let me see the daily time frame so I can see what I'll be playing on this bad boy. So what I'm looking at is remember we're looking at something like a buy to sell, a buy on USD cap to sell, isn't it? A buy to sell, buy to sell, buy to sell. Hoping to get something like this, maybe price coming into probably the display of this liquidity, right? Display of this liquidity, leave it intact, okay? Then we should have maybe a push into this imbalance. I don't know, farms, okay? So I'm anticipating that like we should have before forms, we should have like a buy push into this imbalance, then to take price something like this. Sorry, something like this. Price coming to this imbalance and then go all the way down. Okay, so that's what I'm started looking at on this bad boy. So I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at farms. So I'm looking at. So I'm looking at. So I'm looking at. Okay. So a buy to sell. Okay. Using CHF. Let's use CHF. We also have this liquidity above. Liquidity above, and we have Let's see if you have any viewers to. Let's see. I hope there's no news this morning. Okay, so farms. I'm looking at sell to buy on EU, right? Sell to buy. At the same time, looking at buy to sell. It makes sense on this bad boy, right? So farms. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, looking at this. Okay, something like this. Imbalance here. BOS here, right? So just maybe you can get a push into this imbalance, a sell push to this imbalance, right? And a sell push to this imbalance to take price up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I love this actually. I love this. I love this. I love this setup I'm seeing here. I want to see a push to this imbalance, then take price up all the way. All right. So maybe just a push into this imbalance here, something like this. Yeah. Okay. So that's from anticipating farms. All right. So does it. So that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Also, price coming into this imbalance and giving me this, something like this. Okay. Mind you, have this imbalance line below this liquidity. So I don't know. For me, okay, for me, that's what I'm looking at. Farms. For me, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. If you have any questions, you can just raise your hand and I will unmute you. Okay, I'll mute you, ask your question. Okay, you can just raise your hand and have any questions. For me, that's what I'm looking at. Like I always say, I'm not saying this is what will play out. But this is what I'm looking at. Okay, so from my own perspective and what price is given to me, I believe this is the most probable setup for all these bad boys. Okay. Mhm. So that's what I'll be looking at on these guys today. So let's see if we'll make, let's see, we're hoping to make more money today. Yesterday was good. So today could be better. Okay. Excuse me. Today can be better than yesterday. Yeah. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. What I'm actually anticipating is this. I want price to come to this sell POI. Come for this liquidity. Give me a buy. Okay, give me a buy entry before FOMC. I go break even. After that, I go break even. Okay. I go break even. Then I see them come clear this external liquidity. this external liquidity is here. Okay, so that's what myself and my household are actually anticipating for now. Mhm. So if you have questions, you can just raise your hand and I'll mute you, ask your question. If you have any difficulties, you'll agree with me that if you've been on this call for the past few weeks now and with good risk management, you'll be able to make something new. But just that some of us are actually very, very, very greedy and go about opening big lot sizes on our account before you know, margin call. The next thing you start hearing people saying, I'm off to the cave. I'm in Kivadulan. What's taking you to Kivadulan? Greed. Greed is taking you to Kivadulan. So it's better to always use good risk management to avoid Kivadulan. So questions. I'll just give 5 minutes window for that. I'm done with my analysis. I'm done. So I'll give you guys just 5 minutes for that. Ask a question. Just raise your hand. I'll meet you. I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm done. Okay. Mr. Bright, it's been a while. Or you also went to Cape Adulam. You can mute yourself and speak, fam.
Morning, coach.
No,
Sorry, coach.
I'm on you, fam. I'm with you. Can proceed.
What I want to ask is not this,
Your voice is breaking, fam. I don't know. Your voice is breaking. Can anyone hear him? Your voice is breaking, fam. Your voice is breaking. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay. Or you can just exit and join again. So
sorry, coach.
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sir. What I want to ask is not pertaining this class.
Okay. So let's go from what's the question?
There was the day you were lecturing.
Okay, for now, I think Mr. Bright's network is not good. So, any other person, if you have a question, you can ask a question now. Ask a question. So, remember, we're looking at this region for possible buys on USDCHF. Then for EU, I'm looking at this region for possible. I will see a BOS here. Actually, I will see a BOS here for possible sales on EURUSD. Then GU, I'm looking at this bad boy here, this imbalance here for possible sales on GU. Okay, GXY. Okay, I want to see that accumulation, right? No evidence. I'm not entering without. I'm not using any limit on this bad boy. I just want to see the evidence of accumulation or distribution. Okay, before taking any of this trade. So let's keep an eye. Also, USDCHF, like I said, I'm having my eyes on this bad boy, just like the DXY, for possible buys. So farms, we meet again same time tomorrow. Like I said, this week might probably be my last week for general sessions. Okay, and maybe the mentees will be taking our break maybe around 28th or something like that, or maybe 23rd. I don't know. We'll see about that. But this week probably my last week with the general classes. Okay. So we'll meet again tomorrow same time. Okay, or maybe I can have a session before FOMC tonight if I'm chanced. Alright. So I have other classes to attend to now. We'll see again tomorrow, farms. So make sure you're not risking more than 1% of your account size at a time. At most 1% and at least maybe 0.5, right? Okay. So do enjoy the rest of the day, farms, and bye for now, farms. And sorry, Mr. Bright, you can just DM me for your question. Answer me DM for your question. All right. So bye, farms.